Hello, and how is your Christmas season going? Welcome to Food for HNM. I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood Holy Bible explainer, Jimmy Chen. We are reading 1 Samuel 16. The next section is called Samuel Anoints David. Who is this David person? He is King David, one of the coolest people, the best in the Holy Bible. But in the Old Testament, in the way past, a long, long time ago. So the Lord said to Samuel, "How long will you mourn for Saul, since I have rejected him as king over Israel? Fill your horn," remember that is the flask, "fill your horn with oil and be on your way. I am sending you to Jesse of Bethlehem." So a lot of people may not know that. Jesse is a Hebrew name. "I have chosen one of his sons to be king." But Samuel said, "How can I go? If Saul hears about it, he will kill me or try to kill him." The Lord said, "Take a heifer with you and say, 'I have come to sacrifice to the Lord.' Invite Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show you what to do. You are to anoint for me the one I indicate." Samuel did what the Lord said. When he arrived at Bethlehem, the elders of the town trembled when they met him. They asked, "Do you come in peace?" Samuel replied, "Yes, in peace. I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Consecrate yourselves and come to the sacrifice with me." Then he consecrated Jesse and his sons and invited them to the sacrifice. When they arrived, Samuel saw Eliab and thought, "Surely the Lord's anointed stands here before the Lord." So Eliab is one of Jesse's sons. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Then Jesse called Abinadab and had him pass in front of Samuel. So pass, like a beauty pageant, how the beauty queens, right? They walk and then they turn around, and you can look at them. You can look at them from head to toe and front and back and from the side. So this is the warrior version of that. Abinadab had to walk in front of Samuel, and Samuel kind of looks at him. But Samuel said, "The Lord has not chosen this one either." Jesse then had Shammah pass by. But Samuel said, "Nor has the Lord chosen this one." Jesse had seven. Wait, that's 8. 7. 7 of his sons pass. But, where's David? 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. But Samuel said to him, "The Lord has not chosen these." So he asked Jesse, "Are these all the sons you have? And there is still the youngest." Jesse answered, "He is tending the sheep." Samuel said, "Send for him. We will not sit down until he arrives." So he sent for him and had him brought in. He was glowing with health and had a fine appearance and handsome features. Then the Lord said, "Rise and anoint him. This is the one." So the Lord is God, the Creator. Remember, the Lord is Jesus. Spoiler alert. He is the Lord. The same person. The Lord Almighty that rescued or delivered all the Israelites from the hand of Pharaoh and the evil Egyptians. At the time of the Exodus. You guys might have heard of the Exodus. Long time before this. Long time ago. Before this point in the story. The Lord. So Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the presence of his brothers. I think that I may have been mistaken. Samuel anointed Saul with a flask, but he anointed David with a horn. It's better. And from that day on, the Spirit of the Lord, remember the Spirit of the Lord power, makes you like Hulk out. Rah! The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon David. So it's not written here, but David's like a boy, the youngest, and then he went, rah! He's like a boy, like baby Hulk, rah! Kid Hulk. And he hulked out. Samuel then went to Ramah. The next section is titled, David in Saul's Service. Now the Spirit of the Lord had departed from Saul. So Saul like shrank down. Like when Hulk turns back to Banner. But I think that the Spirit of the Lord, when he departed, he permanently left Saul. So Saul became like shorter and like skinnier, less muscles, and an evil spirit from the Lord tormented him. Saul's attendants said to him, "See, an evil spirit from God is tormenting you. Let our Lord," so our Lord is referring to Saul, "command his servants here to search for someone who can play the lyre." That's like a guitar or a harp. It's like part harp, part guitar probably. "He will play when the evil spirit from God comes on you, and you will feel better." What they mean by comes on you is when the evil spirit from God visits, because people visit and then they go, right? So when this evil spirit from God comes on you, you will feel better. So Saul said to his attendants, "Find someone who plays well, plays this guitar well, and bring him to me." One of the servants answered, "I have seen a son of Jesse of Bethlehem who knows how to play the lyre." So this is what I think. Evil spirits probably bothered a lot of people back then in Israel. But somehow, if you could play the lyre, you would feel better, it would just make you feel better, guitar music. But not too many people could play it that well, play that lyre, that guitar that well. But, Jesse's son David is not, a musician. He's not a musician. So he's not known to be he's not a famous guitar player, a lyre. He's not a famous lyre player. But one just happened to be the case one of Saul's servants or attendants said, I've seen a guy. Heard him play the lyre. He's good. It's this son of Jesse. He is a brave man and a warrior. He speaks well and is a fine-looking man. I don't know why that's important. And the Lord is with him. Then Saul sent messengers to Jesse and said, "Send me your son David, who is with the sheep." So Jesse took a donkey loaded with bread, a skin of wine, and a young goat, and sent them with his son David to Saul. David came to Saul and entered his service, as a lyre, like a guitar, a lyre player. Saul liked him very much. So it doesn't mean he really liked him. Just, he thought it worked, When he played the lyre, it's like a guitar again. Okay, I'll just stop saying that. When he played the lyre, it worked. Saul felt better. So Saul liked him very much. And David became one of his armor bearers. Then Saul sent word to Jesse, saying, "Allow David to remain in my service, for I am pleased with him," pleased with his work. Whenever the Spirit of God came on Saul, this is an evil spirit, and he felt bad, David would take up his lyre and play. Then relief would come to Saul. He would feel better, and the evil spirit would leave him. All right. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a great day. Keep God first. He'll take you places.